you. Woke culture continues to affect American society at every level, and a group of New York lawmakers are now trying to block Chick-fil-A's bid to open restaurants at highway rest stops because of ownership's stance on the LGBTQ community. Joining us this morning for more on this is New York State Assemblyman Colin Schmitt. Assemblyman Schmitt, good morning. Thanks for being with us. This story is it's very un-American, and it's kind of ridiculous when you read it. Harry Bronson and other openly gay Democratic lawmakers in the House there have come out against adding Chick-fil-A to a $500 million modernization project in New York. This is the highway that stretches west to east through the state. They claim that Chick-fil-A should not be included because of their LGBTQ policies. What's going on here? Tell us about this.
Out of control. First of all, Chick-fil-A is the most popular fast food restaurant in all of America for 7 years in a row. And for the 6th year in a row, it's been ranked the top chicken restaurant in all of America. It's a great place to get some food. The customer service is superb, and it's one of the best fast food or convenience store restaurants to work in the country. You have guaranteed day off for every employee on Sunday, and it's one of the highest paying. It's really a model company when it comes to serving the customers. And my constituents want a local Chick-fil-A option. They love the restaurant. They want to be able to have one in nearby throughway rest areas. And again, it's going to be one restaurant among multiple restaurants in, may I note, a completely privately funded full-scale renovation of all the rest area travel plazas on the throughway. So there's no taxpayer dollars being put into these renovations. There's no toll dollars being put into these renovations. A private company won the bid. One of the many restaurants they would like to include is Chick-fil-A. It makes sense. They're so popular. They want to make back that private investment. And quite frankly, the state government should not be picking winners and losers when it comes to what companies can operate in the state of New York. And that's what some of my colleagues, I feel, wrongfully are doing.
I think it sets a very dangerous precedent when you start doing something like that. This did catch the attention of South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham, who tweeted about this a day ago, saying banning a commercial business due to them expressing their First Amendment rights would be a horrible precedent to set. Is this another example of cancel culture going a little bit too far?
Absolutely. It absolutely is cancel culture going too far. And you know what? It's easy to point fingers and start saying they don't like somebody who said something, or an employee or a founder of a company. I mean, it can quickly go the other direction. Ben and Jerry's, their founders have been vehemently anti-law enforcement. They have supported cop killers very publicly in the past.
Right.
Where does this stop? If the left wants to start canceling a chicken restaurant because they don't like the founder, what's the next stop? We're going to say you can't go get ice cream?
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, Ben and Jerry's aren't number one. I mean, Chick-fil-A, they're like the New York Yankees of fast food. I mean, we had the owner's daughter of Chick-fil-A on the show a couple weeks ago. I'll play you that soundbite in a moment. But I told her, I was like, listen, quite frankly, I recognize and support what you're able to do, exercising your First Amendment right, not being open on Sundays. But there are Sundays when I drive by and I wish they were open. Take a listen to what she had to say.
Well, I think all of us would say that when you're on the right track and you're trying to do the right thing, you're going to get some flack from other people, and it'll be a challenge. But, we're kind of up for the challenge. People often ask my dad, how has Chick-fil-A been so successful? And oftentimes we'll just remind them, there's really no secret to it. There are biblical principles that help guide our business practices.
Yeah.
And we can all stick to those. They tend to hold true. And so we're trying to be good stewards of what God has entrusted to us, and take the blessings that God will give us along the way.
Just to clarify, the Chick-fil-A company policy is that Sunday is a day of rest, a day for God, a day for family, and they've had that policy in place as long as they've been around. I did look at the plans, the actual building plans for these rest areas. There are going to be several different options. You don't have to eat at Chick-fil-A, and no Chick-fil-A will be the only option at any one of these stops, not even a single one.
Correct. I mean, I think that's important. There will be multiple options. If for whatever reason you choose not to eat the best chicken sandwich that there's ever been in the world, that's your option and that's your choice.
Right.
And certainly if you're concerned about your Sunday travel, there are multiple options that will be open. And again, this is about a ability for companies to operate using a free enterprise. And this is America. You can have your values, can operate a business, and the government should not be picking winners and losers, canceling some companies because they just don't like something about that company. And it's a dangerous road to go down, because it might be convenient for some of my left-leaning colleagues to do this now, but you look at the other end, you can start, this gets very dangerous.
Absolutely.
It's un-American.
Yeah.
And again, like we said, Chick-fil-A is awesome.
They're
great
I know. We
employers,
love them.
they're great customer service, and they're great food.
Assemblyman Colin Schmitt, and that sauce, by the way, that special sauce, what is that?
You
It's
can't
magic.
beat it.
It's magic. Assemblyman Colin Schmitt, I appreciate you coming on. This is in New York, but there are stories like this happening all around the country right now with woke culture, which has done nothing but divide. We appreciate you coming on. Thanks so much.
Thank you.